Death Valley, California sits 282 feet below sea level. The temperature in Antarctica once dropped to 90 degrees Celsius below zero. A checking account can be overdrawn by $40. All three of these situations describe something below a starting point. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to place any of these numbers on a number line, compare them, and find their opposites. Let's start with something you already know. Here's a regular number line, the counting numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on, marching to the right of zero. But what if we need to describe a temperature colder than zero, or a depth below sea level? We extend the line to the left. We keep the spacing exactly the same, and we label the marks with a minus sign in front, -1, -2, -3. A negative number is simply a number that is less than zero. Positive numbers live to the right of zero. Negative numbers live to the left. And zero itself? Zero is neither positive nor negative, it's the dividing line. The arrows on each end tell us the line goes on forever in both directions. There is no biggest positive number, and there is no smallest negative number. Let's plot three numbers together, 3, -3, and -2. Notice something beautiful. +3 and -3 are the same distance from zero, 3 steps to the right, 3 steps to the left. They're mirror images across zero. Now, let's use the number line to compare numbers. Here's the rule. As you move right, numbers get bigger. As you move left, numbers get smaller. So whichever number sits further right is greater. Let's try 1. Which is bigger, -1 or -4? -1 sits to the right of -4 on the number line. So -1 is greater than -4. This can feel strange at first. -4 sounds like a bigger number because 4 is bigger than 1. But on the number line, -4 is further from zero on the left side, which makes it smaller. Try this one yourself. Pause if you need to. Which is greater, 2 or -20? 2 is to the right of -20, so 2 is greater than -20. Any positive number will always be greater than any negative number. Now let's talk about opposites. The opposite of a number is the number that is the same distance from zero, but on the other side. The opposite of 7 is -7. Both are 7 units from zero, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. And the opposite of -10 is +10. Opposites always come in pairs across zero. Here's something that trips people up. In algebra, the minus sign has 3 different jobs. Job 1. Between two numbers, it means subtraction. 10 minus 4. Job 2. In front of a single number, it means that number is negative. -8. Job 3. In front of a variable or a number, it means the opposite of. The opposite of x. Let's see jobs 2 and 3 combined. What is the opposite of -6? We write that as negative, open parenthesis, -6, close parenthesis. The inner minus sign makes it -6. The outer minus sign asks for the opposite. And the opposite of -6 is +6. So -6 equals 6. Now we can name the family of numbers we've built. The counting numbers, their opposites, and zero, all together, are called the integers. Let's put it all together with a real situation. The elevation of the Dead Sea is 1,302 feet below sea level. How do we write that as an integer? The words below sea level tell us the number is negative. So the elevation is -1,302 feet. One more. A checking account overdrawn by $40. Overdrawn means the balance dropped below zero. So the balance is -$40. You just met an entire new half of the number line. You can plot negative numbers, compare them, find their opposites, and translate real situations into integers. Next time, what happens when we add two negative numbers together, or a negative and a positive? The number line is about to become our best friend.